This is a message to the coaching staff at the University of Miami. Okay, let me let you know this right here. This is not a hype video. This is not a This is not a hype video at all. It's not a hype video. It's not a video to do big ups or anything like that. This is actually a video that most of the Miami Hurricane fans actually agree on. Most of them except for me. But at this time right here, at this time and moment right here, is when I am going to stick with my brethren. I am going to stick with the University of Miami Hurricane fan base, even if I disagree with some of the things that they say. So let me explain this right here. This is a must-win game. First and foremost, this is a must-win game. This is not a game that we can lose. This is not a game that we can play around with. This is not a game that we can miss coverages. This is not a play that we can drop balls. This is not a play that we can miss assignments. This is not a play that we can hit the wrong gaps. This is not a play that we can get unnecessary penalties that we've been getting lately. This is not a play that we can do any of that. This game right here is going to show just how good this coaching staff is, or just how mediocre this coaching staff is. Period, point blank, plain simple, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay? As I get my fly away from me. So, first man on the agenda, Blake Baker. Blake Baker, I'm a fan of yours. I think you're an excellent football coach. But at the same time, there are a lot of Miami Hurricane fans that do not like you. And they do not think you're an excellent football coach. And they want you gone. So this game right here is your opportunity to prove those fans wrong. Because, let me explain something to you. If the reason that we lose this game is because your defense misses tackles and your defense is out of position or your defense misses assignments, I don't care how great of a game you call. If those guys aren't prepared to play the game that you called, then you're going to be the scapegoat. You're probably going to be gone. This is a must win. This is not a must tie. This is not a must almost win. This is not a must attaboy, we almost won this game. This is not a must. None of that. This is a must win. This is not a must we make mistakes. This is not a must any of that. This is a must win. And if we do not win this football game, then you, Blake Baker, are going to be in trouble, especially if it's because of the defense. I'm just letting you know this. Now, Blake Baker, as I stick to you, this is that game where you have to talk to your defensive staff, your defensive line coach, your defensive back coach, your linebackers coach. This is that game where you have to make the correct adjustments. This is that game where you have to put the players in. And if Manny Diaz is putting players in that you don't think can play the position and you feel like another player can play it and he's telling you no, then this is that game where you say, I'm going to get fired if I don't coach it the way I want to coach it. You better take control, because I can guarantee you the Miami Hurricane fans are not going to allow a loss to Florida State with a new freshman head coach, with a new offensive scheme who just came off a loss to Georgia Tech. The Miami Hurricane faithful will not allow any excuses if this defense loses the football game. Just letting you know this. I am just letting you know this. And I am a fan of yours, but I am a fan of the University of Miami first. And I'm a fan of the University of Miami Hurricane players first, and I am a fan of the University of Miami Hurricane fan base first. So Blake Baker, you better get your shit together. Because if you lose this game, if your defense loses this football game, there is going to be a major problem for you come Monday. Now let's get to Coach Rhett Lashlee. I understand this is your first year coaching. There is going to be a lot of pressure on you coaching this football game. A lot of pressure. No one gives a damn that this is your first year. I love Mark Pope to death. I love Harley to death. But if they are dropping footballs, you had better replace them. I don't care if you got to bring Dick Butkus and put him at wide receiver and he's a linebacker. Your wide receivers have better be prepared to play this game. Drop passes are going to be totally unacceptable. If these wide receivers are dropping balls and you are continuing to let them play and we lose because of that, then I can guarantee you the Miami Hurricane fans will turn on you like that. Because this is what we do. And I'm going to put myself in with Miami Hurricane fans right here. This is what we do as a fan base. We will not accept mediocrity. This is a must win. This is a must win. So no matter what you do, you better have your offense better be clicking on all cylinders. Do not look at 2 weeks ago Florida State. Look at Florida State like they had Jameis Winston and Delvin Cook. Prepare for them like they had Chris Winkie. Prepare for them like they have Charlie Ward. We better prepare for them like they are a national championship football program. Rhett Lashlee, I love what I see from your offense. But you have to be better when we play against Florida State. We have to be better when we play against Florida State. Now, my final coach I'm going to talk about is Coach Manny Diaz. Everything falls on you, Coach. Everything falls on you. This is the game that you have to win. Period. We better see the nastiest clean game I've ever seen in my life. I've had Hurricane fans in my chat screaming 50-3. And to me, I know that's not reasonable. But those are the expectations that they're holding you to. Those are the expectations that they're holding this coaching staff, this strength and conditioning coaching staff, this football program. This is what they're holding you to. They're not going to allow you to get up to the podium after a loss and say congratulations to Florida State. So just like you give a pregame speech to your players, I'm giving you a pregame speech from a fan, from a YouTuber, and from a season ticket holder. You better have this damn team. You better have this damn coaching staff. You better have this. You better have yourself. Everybody better be prepared to play this game. This is your most important game as a head coach of your life. And if you lose this game to Florida State, I'm not saying it will be a last game, but oh my God, you are not going to want to hear what Miami fans have to say to you. We are the largest fan base when it comes to YouTube, when it comes to social media in college football. By far, we are the largest fan base when it comes to social media. And you know this. So does Blake James. So you guys better be ready. You better be prepared. You better have your team prepared. You better have your defense prepared. You better have your offense prepared. You better have your special teams prepared. And you better win this game. There is no excuses. There is no reason. There is no anything. If you are not prepared to win this football game, they will not allow you to make any excuse, and neither will I. Consider this the most important game you guys have ever coached in your lifetime, because that's what it is. I'm out.